What's up, racers? Welcome back to part 2 of our round 7 catch-up. Here we have the Citroen and the Dodge for you today. We're going to go over the Citroen race first, and then we're going to move to the Dodge Viper, which we use the mother of all strats. And, well, hopefully the strat that we use in that second race will actually really help you in your manufacturers racing, and the nations as well. So stick around for that one, but here we go. The Citroen hot lap for the qualifying. What are we going to do? Currently sitting in 4th place with a 47.150. What is that going to be? It's going to be a 2nd place and a 146.530. So not a bad lap, to be honest, but blast impact in front of us in that Lexus, obviously showing that he has really good pace. Now, my plan was to just sit behind him for a lap or two, just save my tyres a little bit and save a bit of fuel, but he goes really deep, outbrakes himself into that left-hand corner and gives us the opportunity to just move up the inside, and it would have been really stupid for me to slow down and just wait behind him. So we take first position off of him, but it is short-lived, as when we come into this corner here, we do just receive a little bit of a tap just as we were going for the apex there. Slight tap just sent us a little bit wide there. Blast impact goes up the inside, so a little bit of a rubbing is racing there, but it's fine. It's what it is. We still have a 2.5 second gap to 3rd place, so I'm not really worried too much. And now we can sit behind in that slipstream and save a bit of fuel, which, you know, these longer races, the more fuel you can save in relation to the laps that you have left is obviously a good thing, because then you'll spend less time in the pits. I say it all the time, less time in the pits equals more time on the track. We stick with him until lap 4, and coming through the death chicane, it happened in the video yesterday. Look ahead. Where does he make contact with the wall? It's just, there's nothing there. Exactly the same as, I think it was the Nissan driver yesterday, just there wasn't anything there that he's made contact. Obviously it could have been different on his point of view to our point of view. Obviously his connection is different to ours. So what do you think? That's happened in 2 races now, back to back. What is your opinion on that contact with the wall? Is it something to do with connection, or is it something else a little bit more sinister maybe? But anyway, we pit in at the end of lap 5, going for a longer stint in the middle with the hard tyres, as I found that the rear tyres in the Citroen just wear pretty quickly. Nothing really happens in that middle stint, so we pit at the end of lap 12 and switch on to the soft tyres. We did a pretty good job of fuel saving, so I just put in a smidgen of fuel just to make sure that we had enough until the end of the race. But that is how it's going to end. We did go up to about 4.5 seconds gap, and then blast impact was sort of chipping away at it over the last lap and a half as the well, look at those front tyres there. That front right is absolutely destroyed. But there we go, a good race for Citroen, coming across the line in 1st position. So, you know what? Not too bad. We will take the victory and we will run as far away as possible with it. 1,500 points for this victory, so a pretty good showing for Citroen. And that puts us up to 4th position in the manufacturers. I don't think we're going to go any higher than 4th, because the top 3 players all have over 2,000 points in their races. So I think 4th is going to be the highest we can go, but let's see if we can keep it with 3 rounds to go. So Volkswagen, check. Citroen, check. Let's move on to the Dodge Viper. And this is where we're going to use that massive big brain of ours and use the fantastic strat. Now, we did talk about this in Discord. I got it from old Conster, who is a McLaren driver. He actually got 2.6 thousand points this round, so congratulations to him. There's your shout out for giving me the idea for the, well, basically just telling me the strat that you did. But anyway, we'll come back to that in a second. We did a 147.3 as our banker lap, and on our final flying lap, we make a mistake through the chicane of death, which cost us a couple of tenths of a second, and then as we come through this sweeping left-hand corner, trying to get on the power early because of that lost time previously, and we just go into the water. That is our lap time ruined, and that is going to be that. So here it is then, changing the front tyres over to the hard and keeping the rear tyres on soft. So this does appease the requirement that is needed. We do actually hold on the 2nd position as well, so not the craziest of lobbies in terms of race pace or lap pace, as we are in 2nd with a 47.3 when we can go probably a second faster. So in second position, what are we going to do? We're going to go for 3 6-lap stints. Obviously, we're going to be slower on the first stint because we do have some racing hard tyres on, which will mean that the second and the third stint will be faster because we will just be on the racing softs. So that's going to be good. So this first couple of laps, we just need to hold out. We just need to be smart and patient. The cars around us are going to be on better tyres, whether that's the medium or the soft tyres, so we just need to let them do their thing. Basically, if they want to go past, they can go past. If they want to fight, we're just going to dip out. Obviously, we see ORMA in front of us. He's pulling away, so he's obviously on a better compound of tyre, or he's just insanely fast. We'll go with the fact that he should be on the faster set of tyres. I think that's better for our psyche. Anyway, we managed to hold out. You can see that he's just pulled a gap on us by the start of lap 3. Maverick there, throwing it up the inside. Not going to fight him. Didn't want to go defensive and lose even more time. So we're just going to sit behind him as we work our way up to the chicane of death. Just short shifting so we save that little bit of fuel, which will help us in the long run. We go wide through the sweeping S's there, and the Aston Martin on our right there, old Chompy 18, moves around the outside. Not going to fight him, just going to slip in behind him. The difference between when you're on the hard tyres to the soft tyres is crazy, and you know what, that's how it should be. But anyway, settling into 4th position as we round out lap number 3. Everything is going to plan. I don't care that we've moved back because we are on the slower stint, so we'll be faster in those last 2. Coming through here, Chompy is obviously slow through the chicane of death, obviously just grazed the wall somewhere, and we're just going to go up the inside of him nice and easy. We didn't lose any time to him, so we're just going to make sure we make the move stick nice and fast. He's going to go around the outside, but I don't really want to slow down and lose too much time, so we're up the inside. We're going to take the inside. Is he going to go for a move up into the last corner? He is on the inside. We give him space there. Nice close racing, and I don't want to fight him here, so I'm just going to brake nice and early, make sure we slip in behind him. A little bit of a touch there from Senor Stoney behind us, but we are going to get a nice run out, and we're just going to be in the slipstream. That's all I wanted. That is all I wanted. If we had fought him through that last couple of corners, I think we could have been in some trouble there and lost a lot of time. Looking really good on the fuel, and there we go. Hard tyres off, double softs on. Let's see what we can do in these last 2 stints then. Same lap, but after the chicane of death. Looking forward, we look at the Mercedes, who just runs a little bit wide like we did in qualifying, and he's going to be slow up the hill and in the slipstream of Maverick in front of us as well. We are going to make that move stick. Are we going to go for any move through the sweeping S's? That's going to be a no. We're not close enough to do anything. Not initially anyway, but on the exit of the last part of the sweeping S's, we have a really good run going around the outside of Maverick. Are we going to be able to make this move stick? Nice close racing, staying on the racing line and getting a nice run out of the corner. Coming across the line as we are in front of him, or coming across his line, I should say, and that puts us up into 4th position. A 0.5 second penalty for the Toyota driver in front of us as well, so he is going to lose out coming onto the straight, and that gives us a nice little opportunity to dip into his slipstream, and there we go, nice and easy. He stays out. He's going to stay out, and we're going to just sweep past him. Senor Stoney, who was on the medium tyres, what's he going to go on to? He's going on to the hards, so obviously he's struggling with the compounds as well, obviously not feeling confident enough to go for the softs, so he's on the mediums. And same with a lot of people actually. I saw a lot of medium tyres. I didn't see many softs, but obviously that is down to personal preference. As we come out of the pits on the start of lap 13 there, in 1st position ahead of the OSB driver, we have fresh tyres, low fuel. We didn't have to refuel because the Dodge is very good at saving fuel, even though I was revving it out the whole time, which seemed to be faster. Some of these cars have that really low torque threshold, so you can change the gear early and still be fast, but the Dodge today, or in this round at least, seemed faster when you revved it out, so don't know why that is. But here we go then. As we finish the final lap, we are 7.8 seconds ahead of the Toyota driver, And now we can talk about the strategy once again as we round out the victory for this race. So it's called a split strategy or split tyre strat. So where you put one compound on the front or on the back and another compound on the back or the front again. So we went for the racing hard on the front, racing soft on the back, and that's obviously going to be quicker than a car that has both racing hards on the front and the back. You can only do this at the start of a race. You can't choose a split tyre strategy when entering the pits within the race, so it must be done on that first on that first stint, might I say. So I hope that helps you out. Do let me know in the comments section below if you did know it or that you're going to use it in the remaining races in this season. Hopefully they will keep the race length moving forward into the actual seasons so we can still use it there as well. So that's going to give us 1,600 points, the most we've scored for Dodge ever, and that's going to put us in 6th position in the manufacturers with a total of 5.1 thousand points. So we are on target with the Dodge Viper. So there we go. 3 manufacturers down for this round, 2 to go. How are they going to get on? You're going to have to tune in and find out. Some very good racing to come. Thank you for watching, liking and subscribing. As always, thank you to the channel members for doing your thing. And we'll see you in the next one.